Hey guys, we're back like we never left. It's your boy Tense Hey, and I'm bringing you a review to One Piece chapter 1108. It was a really dope chapter, enjoyable chapter. So without further ado, let's get into this. The title of the chapter is Attention World. You know, quite brazen. You don't really if you haven't read the chapter, you'll be like, okay, like this is crazy. Is this a pirate saying this? Is someone saying this? Okay, let's skip all of that. Let's get into this. So we continue from where we left up last chapter, and it's Van Olga and Devon, with Caribou. They're like Caribou's like please wait, don't shoot me, because Van Olga is like I'm gonna shoot you, like this is a what government island, and people are after the Commodore's head, because they don't trust him. He could be a spy, he could be this. He tells them not to kill him, that if they kill him, Teach will have his head, will have their heads, because he has valuable information. Then in Caribou's mind, he proceeds to talk about the information he has, which is about Shirahoshi being Poseidon on Fishman Island and Pluton lying under Wano, which only him and the Straw Hats know about. So he says that he has very valuable information, and he will tell them for free that they just need to take him there. That he knows that he will be of good use. So that ends the whole discussion with those three. Then we proceed to the Marines. The Marines are fighting against pacifistas. There's a pacifista using the bubble shield. Some Marine members are like, oh, it's quite crazy to see the features of the pacifistas, but it's being used against them. We see some vice admirals, Vice Admiral Blowgrass is like frustrated because she can't go all out. They're gonna destroy their own assets. They're gonna destroy their own assets. Hound, Vice Admiral Hound is like, is it too late to stop this Boxer call? And Vice Admiral Gulitin is like, yeah, it's definitely late, because Vegapunk gave the command to Bonnie, and that's the highest command currently. So it's like it's too late. They can't stop it at this point because it's a pirate that's in charge of the pacifistas. Then Vice Admiral Doberman is like, yeah, definitely at this point, Vegapunk is a rebel. We need to go after Bonnie's head. So every Vice Admiral, leave your stations, head to the island, and go after Bonnie. And he was talking about where they're headed from the center of the island, that they're going northeast, and that's their route. And there was already a Vice Admiral en route. His name is Vice Admiral Tulsa, right? So he was on the tail of Atlas, Frankie, and Bonnie. He was literally right behind them. He was talking about his attack. The attack he's gonna use a 10-finger barrage, a 10-finger gun barrage or something. No, not barrage, a 10-finger gun attack. He was going to use that on them, and he was closing in on them. He was literally now behind them, and Frankie and Bonnie were like what, an admiral, a marine is here. Then the next panel we see Brogy and Dory there, and just it's a one tap with an axe down, and that was it. The admiral was down on the head, with the blunt side of the axe too. An axe is like it's like a stick like this, then this other side. So you just use the wood parts. Smacked him down real easy. Bonnie was shocked. She was shocked looking at giants like this. Frankie is like, there are giants on this island too, and we have to hurry up. Well, are they allies or foes? The giants, Dorian and Brogy, are like, they took a look at the posters, the bounties, but then they don't recognize any of them here. Are they researchers? Then Dory is like, yeah, we've come to get Straw Hats. Frankie's like, Luffy's my captain. Do you have a grudge against him? And then they're like, no, it's more about gratitude. We're here to save you, save Luffy, the Straw Hat crew. And if you are friends, then we're gonna keep you safe. Then Bonnie's like, okay, Vegapunk, Sanji, and Luffy are behind. Can you go help them too? Then they're like, yeah, reassuring them that yeah, they're gonna help them. And Dory's like, I think Vegapunk is the person a scholar told them about. And if they're referring to a scholar, I think they might be referring to Saul, I'm not really sure. So he tells his crew to take them to the ship for them, to keep them safe, take them to the ship, and they're gonna head to where Luffy is. So they proceed with all of that. Then the admirals received that the line they had with Tosa is dead. So they now have to go on the island. I think that was his name, Pomsky and Urban proceed to go on the island. Bluegrass takes a hold of a sea beast, then tells Dor to hop on, and they're gonna go by sea to go cut off. So they're gonna go around, not gonna go through the island. They're gonna go around and cut them off there. So they're heading for Bonnie. They wanna get Bonnie's head so that they can have the control of the pacifistas once more. So after all of that, yeah, so the Giants, Dorian Brogge's crewmates take the Straw Hats to the ship, and they ask them about where the ship is. They say, yeah, the ship is above, above them. They're like, on the Sky Island. No, they're like, no, it's just above them on the island with them. So Frankie is like, oh, I think this might be the Masters Usopp is talking about. So that's the conclusion there with everyone. Then we'll move on to where Luffy and the rest are at. So we see Saturn heading towards them. Then Luffy is telling Vegapunk that what do you mean you can't move? We have to save you. He's like, yeah, I can't move. If I move, I'm gonna die of bleeding. Professor, like the blood is gonna come gushing out, and he's just gonna die out of blood loss. But he was like, yeah, but you told us to save you, right? He's like, yeah, I did ask you guys to save me, but then I've made my bed. There are things I have to protect. That he thought Bonnie's secret was gonna be kept. The secret of her being able to control the pacifistas was gonna be kept. She's a bit older. She's a bit older, but then since it's released now, he's asking them to please take care of Bonnie. Look after her. Sanji then says that it seems like he stopped. What's it called? He's referring to Saturn, and he's saying that he seems like Saturn has stopped the pretense of being a human, because Saturn has a look on his eyes now that is just more like animalistic. If in that sense, he doesn't look human. It looks in his eyes, and he says his legs are coated in venom, or probably his whole body, because he strikes through a tree, and the tree just was the tree like rottens, in a sense, and like the poison kills, or the venom kills the tree and splits in half. Then what's it called? Then Saturn proceeds to attack Sanji and Luffy. Luffy tells Sanji to grab Vegapunk and take him. Now, even though he's whining, he should take him. While Sanji was telling Luffy to dodge the attacks Saturn was sending. So Sanji takes Vegapunk. They're running. While they're running, Vegapunk is out. He's saying, "Ouch, ouch! This hurts. I told you to leave me alone. It's gonna be fine." Sanji tells him to simmer down, that they'll figure something out. Then in the midst of all that talk, Kizaru kicks. He comes and he kicks Sanji. Then immediately he kicks Sanji. He sends a laser through Vegapunk's guts. So that's literally the second lethal blow to Vegapunk. I personally think that that's it for Vegapunk at this point. That literally that's it. The next panel, Sanji is like, "Oh no, Vegapunk!" We have Kizaru in a panel with his eyes shaded, He's like, he has this like dark look on his eyes. You can't even see his eyes, he's shaded, So it's more like, it's like, yeah, I've done it this time. I've really done it this time, So that was it on Kizaru's face. Luffy's like apograms. Sanji's like he then tells Sanji to pick up Vegapunk and head for the back entrance, and he shouldn't stop, While he says that Kizaru was about to chase, he starts dispersing into light, when it looks like he's about to use his light technique to move. So he's about to chase after Kizaru. Then the next panel we get, Luffy is in giant form. He holds Kizaru on one arm. He holds Saturn on his head, Then he tells them. Then he has this. He's not smiling. He looks so very, very serious and pissed, And he tells them, "And you too." Then the next panel we get, he's saying, "There's no way I will let you guys escape, right?" While he's smiling, he has that, that like sarcastic grin, he's, when he's pissed off and he's in gear fifth and he's smiling too, it's gonna go bad. So Kizaru is like spilling out blood. you know, from him being held tightly in Luffy's hand. Then so for me personally, there I was like, yes, this is it. This is it. This is it. The man's giving off the aura of a Yonko. Definitely, he has an admiral in his hand. He has what's it called, a celestial dragon. You know, a Gorosei, not just any celestial dragon, a Gorosei in the other hand. You know, and I'm just like, yes, yes, we've come a long way, all the way from, you know, back then. You know, we've come a long way. You know, it's just so nice to see, just so nice to see our boy emanated this aura of a Yonko. So that was just dope. Then Sanji is like he's apologizing to Vegapunk. Crap, I'm sorry, Vegapunk. I'm so sorry that you stay with me, don't die on me. And also asked him why is he smiling. That was going on. Why is he smiling? You know, Vegapunk was smiling. Then the next panel we hear some computer sounds, beep beep. Then on the computer screen we see Vegapunk's face. Then we hear mic testing, testing 1 2 3. You know, then Vegapunk proceeds to introduce himself. He says, "Attention world, hello there. This is I, Dr. Vegapunk, the world's greatest scientist, the world's greatest and most humble scientist." You know, he says, "This information I'm about to share with you might be shocking, but I'm telling you, or yeah, I'm telling you, I hope that you bear with me, that this is the truth of our world." And there ends the chapter. That's all that happened in the chapter. You know, a nice progression, nice things unfolding. So we see everything unfolding, everything taking place. The Straw Hats are getting to the ship by the aid of the Giants. The Giants are heading towards Luffy's. Sanji's taking Vegapunk away. The Marines are going after Bonnie. Marines are still busy with the pacifistas. Luffy's holding down an admiral and a Gorosei. And we have some information getting out into the world by Vegapunk. And I'm assuming that's like a failsafe for that Vegapunk installed, that if it dies, this information goes out to the world, you know, stuff like that. So overall, a very, very, very beautiful chapter. I really enjoyed the chapter, you know, very nice chapter. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. If you did enjoy the video, do like and subscribe. Comments down. You know, let's talk about this chapter. What's next? How did you feel about the chapter? Like, well, what do you think is gonna happen next? How do you think this is gonna proceed? Is Egghead gonna be done in 3, 4, 5 chapters or 2 chapters? You know, we're almost done. It seems like we're almost done. Everything's already wrapped up. You know, we just have to leave, and the Marines deal with whatever's left. You know, so yeah, overall, great chapter again. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, peace.